Some places don't just disappear from maps. They vanish from memory itself. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, hidden beneath centuries of vegetation and forgotten by time, lies a secret that has eluded explorers for generations. Last seen in 1847, a magnificent city was buried in the depths of history overnight. The local tribes spoke of it only in whispers, calling it the place where time stands still, but today, 177 years later, after countless failed expeditions and lost lives, it has finally been found again. This is the story of that discovery and the terrifying mystery it unveiled. Dr. Sarah Chen, a renowned archaeologist from Cambridge University, had spent the last 15 years of her life obsessed with one goal: finding the lost city of Estara. Her team of 12 specialists descended into the depths of the Amazon rainforest, armed with cutting-edge technology and following cryptic clues from local legends passed down through generations. The journey itself was treacherous. Dangerous wildlife, unpredictable weather, and terrain that seemed determined to keep its secrets. But on the 7th day of their expedition, everything changed. The first clue came unexpectedly during a routine ground scan: strange symbols carved into stone, visible just beneath the surface soil. These weren't random markings. They were deliberate, precise, mathematical. And most disturbing of all, these symbols belonged to no known civilization in human history. Dr. Chen knew immediately. They had found something extraordinary. As the excavation continued, the findings became increasingly astonishing and deeply unsettling. Objects made of pure gold emerged from the soil, their craftsmanship so refined that modern metallurgists struggle to explain how they were created. But here's what made no sense. They were 500 kilometers away from the nearest known gold mine, in an area where gold should not exist. How did an ancient civilization transport tons of gold through impenetrable jungle? The mystery deepened with every discovery. Intricate carvings covered every surface, telling a story that no one could yet decipher. The walls bore strange writings in a language that resembled nothing in any linguistic database. But one phrase could be partially translated, and it sent chills down everyone's spine. Those who enter the sacred chamber never return to the world of light. Was it a warning? A threat? Or simply a statement of fact? Dr. Chen's team stood at the entrance to a dark tunnel, their flashlights barely penetrating the darkness that seemed almost alive. They knew they had to go deeper. But none of them could shake the feeling that they were not alone. 3 days later, the team made a discovery that would shake the foundations of everything we thought we knew about ancient history. Deep beneath the surface, they found a network of underground caves connected by an impossibly engineered system of channels and a subterranean river that seemed to flow against the laws of physics. The samples they collected were immediately sent for analysis. Carbon dating tests revealed an incredible, almost impossible result. The city was not 3,000 years old as initially estimated. It was over 12,000 years old, predating the earliest known civilizations by thousands of years. But the real mystery lay in its architectural perfection. The structures displayed advanced knowledge of astronomy, mathematics, and engineering that shouldn't have existed in that era. The alignment of the buildings corresponded exactly with constellations visible 12,000 years ago. The mathematical ratios found in the stonework matched the golden ratio with precision that modern computers would struggle to achieve. Who were these people? Where did they acquire such knowledge? And most haunting of all, why did they disappear so completely that not even legends remain in most cultures? As the team studied the celestial maps carved into the chamber ceiling, one researcher noticed something that made everyone freeze. The star positions shown weren't just from 12,000 years ago. Some configurations wouldn't occur again for another 26,000 years. They weren't just recording the past. They were predicting the future. On the sixth day, as tensions mounted and supplies ran low, the team reached what appeared to be the heart of the underground complex, a central chamber sealed by a massive stone door weighing an estimated 40 tons. The door itself was a masterpiece of ancient engineering, balanced so perfectly that it could theoretically be moved with minimal force, yet it had remained closed for millennia. But what captured everyone's attention was the puzzle carved into its surface, 12 symbols arranged in a circular pattern, each one representing an element, a direction, or perhaps something more abstract. The possible combinations were astronomical, literally billions of possibilities. They could be trapped there for years trying to solve it. Dr. Chen studied the door in silence for hours, her mind racing through everything they had discovered. Then, just as the sun set above the jungle canopy far above them, she noticed something extraordinary. The symbols weren't random at all. They matched exactly the star map they had documented on the ceiling 3 chambers back. The constellation of Orion, the Pleiades, Sirius, all represented in precise mathematical alignment. With trembling hands, she began to turn the stone wheels, matching each symbol to its celestial counterpart, and from behind it, a strange ethereal light began to spill into the chamber, unlike anything produced by natural or artificial means. No one moved. No one breathed. They stood on the threshold of something that would change human history forever. What they found behind that ancient door defied explanation, challenged reality itself, and raised more questions than any scientific mind could hope to answer. The chamber was unlike anything that should exist in the ancient world. Crystalline structures lined the walls, not decorative but functional, seeming to pulse with an inner light that had somehow survived 12 millennia. In the center of the room stood an object that couldn't possibly exist, yet there it was, a perfect sphere of an unknown material, hovering inches above a stone pedestal, slowly rotating as if suspended by invisible forces. Around it, holographic-like projections flickered in and out of existence, showing star maps, mathematical equations, and images of places that might be Earth, or might be somewhere else entirely. Dr. Chen's expedition had answered one question: the lost city was real. But in doing so, they had uncovered 1,000 new mysteries. Who built this place? Were they human, or something else? Where did they go? Did they leave Earth, or ascend to some higher plane of existence? And the most terrifying question that no one dared to speak aloud: are they coming back? The footage from this expedition was classified immediately. Most of the team signed non-disclosure agreements, but whispers spread through the archaeological community, rumors of a discovery so profound that it threatens to rewrite human history from its very foundations. Some mysteries, it seems, are not meant to be solved. They are meant to remind us how little we truly know, how vast the universe is, and how many secrets still lie buried, waiting in the darkness for someone brave enough, or foolish enough, to find them. The lost city of Astara has been found. But perhaps it was never truly lost. Perhaps it was simply waiting. Waiting for the right time. Waiting for us.